Okay, welcome back to my channel, Taurus. This is just a quick impromptu read, just a little bit of nature for you to take in while we do your reading. So this is going to be, this is going to be through the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, and it's by John Holland. And we also have some cards of wisdom for you, and I believe that was the Aboriginal Tarot, Aboriginal Dreaming Totems. So what we've got here is the advice to you for this month in June is commitment. Ask yourself the question you often ask everyone else. What do you need? Listen to the answer, respond actively and committedly as you do for others in your life. And this will allow you to feel more confident. You confuse confidence with ego, and there is no shame in confidence. It's about knowing who you are, what you want, and most importantly, having the courage to stand in your own power. So when I hear that, I just think this is going to be more so along the lines of taking note to address you, this month. So this is also taking a look at, when I look at some of the cards here, the main ones out, I do see that there is some very grounded energy here because of the various colors here. We've got success and growth, we've got heal, we've got clarity, belief. We also have daydreams and decisions. So even in terms of some of the colors that are out here, we are looking primarily in around you being in touch more so with healing and balance. And this seems to be in around finding a way to learn and grow, and areas around the heart seem to be a focus here as well. We definitely have energy that's in around, what else here is primary? We've got the energy in around good judgment, I feel in terms of matters that you're trying to succeed with. And again, this is peace of mind and finding some balance here as well this month in around areas, again, that you're trying to grow and succeed with. This seems to be more along the lines of understanding what that means for you. What is success and growth, I would say, is kind of part of what's coming through there. It's removing obstacles here as well, and it's in around the mindset. So you're removing obstacles that are in around your belief systems. You're trying to get clear on those kinds of things to figure out what's true for you. What brings you a certain sense of freedom is going to be in the way that you communicate. And so I feel like there's been sort of a detachment or sadness or some level of inability to say what you want in a particular matter here. So there's been a restraint around that. We do have a lot of energy around renewing something, learning something. Definitely feels like learning that's in around, the heart or around loving relationships, that kind of thing. But again, there's a lot of energy here about finding peace of mind and balance in finding ways to remove some of the obstacles that are in around heart matters, in around what it is that you need for you. Yeah, and again, even when we get to some of the other cards here, I think your authority or feeling like you're going to be back into balance in some way will be, just know that you're protected, of course, in this area where you feel overwhelmed, and that seems to be in around things that you are trying to make some decisions around. And again, it looks to be in the area of your healing or growth. Almost seems like there could be a little bit of jealousy or something here as well. Maybe others are envious of you, you're envious of someone else, but there's something in around things that you want that are not quite there for you. But again, I feel like the power and authority for you this month seems to be in healing areas around your heart space. So anyway, let's get right into the cards here. And so we are starting out first with, I might bounce around a little bit just depending on how I feel in the moment here. Okay, so we'll try to start out here with the first one. So of course this is success and growth, and as I mentioned, I feel like this is an area of your life that you're trying to achieve some kind of confidence in. So because the success and growth card is speaking to an accomplishment or wanting to have some kind of progress in a particular area or a resolution around a heart-based matter, something that you're very passionate about or something that you feel like maybe no one's listening. And I feel like with that energy, I feel like you're looking for something that is in around an old way of thinking. So sharing the love is, I think, how you're going to be able to find this growth. So as much as you're giving out, I feel like you need to also remember to receive. So whatever you're putting out here in terms of friendship or community involvement, that kind of thing, I feel like that's where you're trying to find some balance. And maybe that had been giving you some, or at least some anxiety, but either way, we'll just kind of feel it out as we go through. Again, this is where you are going to have some kind of level of connection. So there might have been a period here where you didn't have a lot of growth in the heart space or in around the connections of friends. There might have been some anxiety or stress around your relationships, but I feel like that is going to improve here because there's a lot of energy again around healing, what's important to you. And I feel like you could be even getting out of the house to do this as well, or reaching out to other people. But either way, it's about kind of reconnecting to the heart space. So looking at the card of the move, again, that is, taking action in a particular area. So for sure, I feel like the heart space is that area that seems to be coming up as the big focus, as well as the solar. And I feel like you're not communicating very strongly, not very well. I think that you're kind of doubting yourself, and dreams or goals, things that you want, seem like they are beyond reach, but you just have to believe it. You just have to see it to believe it. Say to yourself, I can do it. That's really what this card kind of comes through with. It's also, it's a self-esteem issue here, I would say, that seems to be you're questioning sort of your own power in a situation and how much you can say or do that would, allow you that freedom. So again, when we get to the card of move, again, it still feels like you're in a place where you have to muster up some effort to kind of direct the healing, direct the focus, direct the discipline, direct the actions that you're going to be taking. So you have to shift yourself in some way to be able to take advantage of this, master of your own destiny kind of card is what the energy of that card depicts. So it's having more focused effort, but you're healing. And by doing so, it's allowing you to move in this direction, where you are able to sustain or create some kind of investment in a particular relationship with yourself or with another. But you're trying to grow something. And again, you're shifting your focus to it to grow it. So you're putting in some effort, which could be in around creating some boundaries. It could also be in around looking at some of your partnerships and whether or not relationships are working, what relationships are not, is it worth my time, that kind of thing. And again, when we get over here to the card of clarity or belief, this is still in around the same thing, where you're trying to really get clear on what it is that is going to be working in your best interest. Because that card is something that says you're questioning truths, you're questioning your beliefs, you're questioning something here, and you're getting some insight on how to, define or communicate. You're communicating or needing to communicate and able to succeed in a particular area of your life. But I feel like through this communication, this is where where the potential comes through here. So whatever it is that you're trying to will yourself to do, communicate that need. Be a little more open-minded and flexible about your connections and your partnerships and that kind of thing, and then you will succeed here. And I feel like you're going to act upon those insights, that are coming through this month. And again, believe and succeed is still where you've got a lot of energy around, like I said, spiritual energy comes through with that card there. The other part of it is too, it's, where things are around your daydreams, believing and succeeding, and it seems to be around things that you are desiring, daydreams and decisions. So that's what I'm saying is it feels like you are denying yourself something in lieu of other people, and this is where you're actually speaking up and saying, okay, well, can't we find a compromise? Can't we do something else here where something else is a lot more possible? And again, it does require your input, and I feel like you've been holding back here. So that, I think, is going to be the thing that makes the difference this month, is for you to kind of sort out what the possibilities are and realize that it's not a good idea to be stuck in fantasy land. It's a better idea to communicate, this is my needs, and I would like to find a way to make that happen. Because it's on your mind, and it's on your mind for a reason. So some need is not being met. So you want to take your fantasies or things that are in the imagination and choose an option. You want to be able to put something into the practical world here, something that will become a reality. So I feel like you're just in that space where you're still considering all the possibilities. You're still in your head a little bit here. You're reflecting this month. And I guess when these insights come in, that's when you're going to be able to speak up and kind of move into this successful place. Anyway, that's just a general energy there for you for the month of June, Taurus. So hopefully it gives you a little bit of insight, and we'll do some tarot coming up here further as well. We'll go over career, money, finance, all of that. Keep moving forward, and always remember who you are.